What's going on, everybody? Al here. Street Scents. Here it is. My top 10 fragrances for the fall and winter of 2018 going into 2019. It's that time of the year. The leaves are falling. Yes, the leaves are falling. It's chilly outside. Got the Street Scents hoodie on. Revamped, remixed the logo. Let's say remix. It's a remix logo. Take a look. I took out the bottles of the old logo. I've added some new ones. So it's the Street Scents logo remixed. Check it out. Honorable mention, Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus, I own more than one bottle. I wear it like crazy. I had to mention Creed Aventus. All right, let's get it going. Let's get into the top 10 fragrances for the fall and winter 2018-2019. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna show you 10 fragrances that I'm gonna reach for the most when it's chilly outside, when the leaves are falling, when the snow is falling, when it's freezing outside. New York can be really cold in the winter. That's the good thing about the cold weather, the fragrances. There's some really good fragrances for the cold weather. Number 10 is a fragrance I used to speak about, I used to talk about a lot back in the days. It kind of took a back seat. It's coming back now. It's coming back, an oldie that I'm bringing back on my top 10. This is a fragrance that made me appreciate the note of iris, made me love the note of iris. Dior Homme Intense, number 10 on my list. Dior Homme Intense. The iris in this fragrance is so heavenly. It's just a fragrance that takes you on a journey. That iris, it gives you that makeup kind of smell, which is unique. Now, it could throw some people off. Some people might say, you're crazy, that makeup is too feminine. I don't think so. I think this is a masterpiece in my opinion. The makeup iris to go with that cocoa which is thrown in there to make it darker and more mysterious than the original Dior Homme. That's what I love about this fragrance, that cocoa to go with the iris. It just takes me on a journey. Number 10, Dior Homme Intense by Christian Dior. Okay, number 9. This is a flanker of a classic that came out back in the days that you could still rock today. The classic fragrance that came out is amazing. I mean, it's a Hall of Fame fragrance, and there's a bunch of flankers that came out throughout the years. This one right here is quality. I mean, I love the way this smells. When I first smelled it, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't crazy about it. I was like, it's too sweet, but then after I wore it a few times, it grew on me for good reason. The juice is amazing. It's a great clubbing fragrance. What is it? Before I go on and on, let me tell you what it is. Number 9 from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier, Ultra Male. Ultra Male, number 9 on my list. The opening is sweet, yes. You get some citrus, but the citrus just goes away after a couple of seconds. You know how citrus is in most fragrances. It's there, then it's gone. Then you get vanilla. You get a nice sweet vanilla to go with some lavender. You know, lavender is the Jean Paul Gaultier like signature. And then you're gonna get pear. The pear is the X factor. I love the way the pear and the vanilla go together with the lavender, and you even get like a little bit of a powdery kind of vibe in there. It's a great clubbing fragrance. I really enjoy this juice. Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male, number 9 on my list. Perfect if you're gonna go clubbing, you're gonna go to a party, rock this. It lasts. I get 8+ hours, projects like crazy. It's a great fragrance. Number 9 on my list, Ultra Male. Okay, number 8 is from Christian Dior. This is the Eau de Parfum version, the Eau de Parfum concentration of Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage, Eau de Parfum, number 8 on my list. Now, the Eau de Toilette made my last top 10 for the fall and winter. The Eau de Toilette was in there for a good reason. The juice is awesome. I love Sauvage. I'm one of the guys that really love Sauvage because it's simple but sophisticated. That's what I get out of Sauvage. The Eau de Parfum is that much better to me. Now, it smells like the original, yes. A lot of similarities to the original. Now, this has the vanilla. It makes it more richer and darker, and I respect that. So it makes Dior Sauvage that much better. More wearable in the winter. I mean, you could rock the Eau de Toilette in the winter anyways, but this just makes it even that much more wearable when it's cooled outside, when it's cold outside. Now, I love Dior Sauvage for what it is. Like I said, in my review, I also reviewed the Eau de Toilette. This juice is simple but sophisticated. Let's leave it at that. Number 8, Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. Number 7, from the house of Chanel, This is Bleu de Chanel Parfum. The original came out back in the days, the Eau de Toilette, then the Eau de Parfum came out, and here we are with the Parfum version. This is richer, darker, deeper, there's more depth to this. The original Bleu de Chanel had that loud grapefruit. This is more of a lime citrus, not so much grapefruit, but more lime. And then this has cedarwood and sandalwood in the dry down. So the original was that grapefruit incense. This is more darker, richer, lime, sandalwood, cedarwood. It's a real smooth composition right here. Bleu de Chanel Parfum, number 7 on my list. I recently did a Street Sense episode with this with Mikey Guido. You could check that out. I'll put the link down below. Honestly, I probably did a Street Sense for most of these fragrances, so I'll put the link down below for all the Street Sense episodes. If you want to check them out, please do so. Mikey Guido was my guest for the Bleu de Chanel Parfum. He's a great guy, Mikey Guido. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out. Bleu de Chanel Parfum Street Sense with Mikey Guido. The link will be down below. Let's move on. Okay, number 6. I'm bringing back another goodie from back in the days. This is from Serge Lutens. This is Chergui. Take a look. Dark juice right here. Look at that juice, how dark it is. When you see the color of the juice, you say this is gonna be a monster, and it is. A monster in performance. This is honey, cinnamon. It's sweet, but it's dry. It has that hay in there. It has like a dry hay to go with the honey and cinnamon. It has some powdery, it gives you like a powdery kind of feel to round it all out. So honey, cinnamon, I love cinnamon in fragrances, with that dry hay and then some powder to round out the fragrance. Nice right here. I love this juice. I love all these fragrances. I'm gonna keep saying I love this juice, I love that. I love all these fragrances. I'm gonna be reaching for them a lot this fall and winter. That's why I'm doing this top 10. Chergui, number 6 on my list. Look at that dark juice right here. Chergui. If you haven't smelled this, check it out. Number 5. Number 5 is a masterpiece. This fragrance, when it came out back in the days, I talked about it like crazy. I was always talking about this fragrance. I was in love with this fragrance. This is one of those love at first sniff fragrances for me. I have a few of those. And this is a masterpiece. I kind of like put it to the side as the years went on. You know, my journey was getting crazy, my fragrance journey, and I had to get my nose on all these different fragrances, so I kind of put a few fragrances to the side to smell other fragrances, and I started falling in love with that and this, and I thought I really liked that, and I disliked that. It's crazy, you know, it's like there's fragrances you think you hate, and then like 5 months later, you love them. You smell them again, and you're like, wow, and vice versa. But this fragrance was just love at first sniff, and it continued to stay like that. I mean, even though I kind of neglected it a little bit, but it always had a special place in my heart. And here it is at number 5 from the house of Tom Ford. This is Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille, yes. Tobacco Vanille, man. It's like a sweet, one of the best sweet tobacco leaves. And you drizzle some honey on it with some cinnamon. That's what you get out of this fragrance. But I'm talking about like the best of the best tobacco leaves. This is not like what you think. Tobacco, you think like a cigar, or you're gonna smell like a cigarette. No, you smell like this sweet tobacco leaf with that vanilla and the cinnamon. And when you get to the dry down, you even get like a marshmallow kind of chocolatey kind of vibe to give you like a s'mores kind of dry down. You know, like the s'more sandwich. When it dries down, I feel like it smells like a s'mores cookie. S'more sandwich cookie. That's what I get out of this fragrance. It gives me that s'mores dry down, which is out of this world. So you got that sweet tobacco leaf, the honey, the cinnamon, all that goodness to give you a s'mores cookie at the end. And this lasts forever. I get days on this juice. Tobacco Vanille, number 5 on my list, from the house of Tom Ford. Number 4, from the house of Viktor and Rolf, this is Spice Bomb Extreme. I like the original Spice Bomb. I really like the original Spice Bomb. Let me say I really like it. But I really love the Extreme version. This smells a lot like the original, but it has that vanilla that makes it sweet, which I really enjoy. Some people say it's too sweet in the opening, but they'll stick with the original. I respect that. Me, I love the sweetness and the opening of Spice Bomb Extreme. It has that vanilla to go with the cinnamon. So it's like the original, but it has amped up vanilla, which to me makes it that much better. And then you get like a little bit of tobacco to round out the fragrance. This performs like crazy on my skin. Spice Bomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf. I love this compared to the original. Sweetness. It has like a gourmand kind of vibe too. Maybe a little bit of a gourmand sweetness in the opening, but then it just takes you on a smooth ride. This fragrance lasts on my skin. Gets a lot of compliments too. I wear this, I get a lot of compliments. Spice Bomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf, number 4. Number 3 is a fragrance from the House of Creed. I have to have a Creed in my top 10. Besides Aventus, when this came out, it's a recent release, I was like, this is a winner. I love the way it smells. Some people disagree. I respect that. What is it? Creed Viking, number 3 on my list. This opens up really spicy. It has that fiery, spicy kind of vibe. It's also fresh. It's fresh and spicy. Then as it takes its course, it gets like a aquatic kind of vibe kicks in. It gives like a little bit of a chilly kind of vibe. To go with the ambergris and the dry down, gives it like a little bit of earthiness to round out the fragrance. So it's fresh, it's spicy, it's aquatic, it's got like a little bit of chilliness in the background with the ambergris to round it out. Creed Viking, number 3 on my list. I love the way this smells. Coming in at number 2. Now, number 2 and number 1 could be either or. I mean, these 2 fragrances just caught my heart, caught my nose. I mean, love at first sniff for both of these. Number 2 is a fragrance that's just beyond for me. I mean, at least for me, this fragrance is beyond. I put it on, I was like, whoa, I was blown away. What is it? It's from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is Baccarat Rouge 540, the Eau de Parfum. Baccarat Rouge 540 EDP. Now I smelled the X-Ray. The X-Ray smells really good, but I prefer the Eau de Parfum over the X-Ray any day of the week. This lasts on my skin like there's no tomorrow. I put it on, it's on for days. And the way it smells is just beautiful. It has that sweet cotton candy kind of vibe, which I really love. The cotton candy smell in this fragrance is amazing. It's like burnt cotton candy. And then you're gonna get ambergris to dry down, a little bit of woods to round it out. It's such a nice composition. It lasts all day. It projects like crazy. Sometimes you feel like it's gone, but it comes back full force. People recognize you all around. You get compliments. It's totally unisex. It's a really, really well done fragrance from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Baccarat Rouge 540, Eau de Parfum, number 2 on my list. Okay, it's that time. Drum roll, please. Number 1, what could it be? This is a fragrance that I'm gonna reach for a lot, the most. When the leaves are falling, when the snow is falling, when it's freezing outside, this fragrance is a masterpiece. Love at first sniff, just like Baccarat Rouge. This one, I smelled it, I was blown away. Blown away. I did a Street Sense episode on this recently. It's such an amazing, gorgeous fragrance. It's from Parfum de Marly, Carlisle. Number 1, Carlisle from Parfum de Marly. Love at first sniff. It's so rich, it's so deep, you just smell quality. In the Street Sense episode, I said you get like 5 Parfum de Marly in 1 on steroids. This fragrance has cinnamon, it has honey, it's got like an apple pie kind of vibe. I got like a little bit of almond in there. It just has so many different elements. It's so rich, it's so deep, it's dark, it's mysterious, it's perfect for the cool, cold weather. It does it for me. I wear this and I feel like I'm on top of the world. When the weather's cool, cold outside, put this on, I feel like I'm on top of the world. That's what Carlisle does for me. It's everything and then some in one bottle right here. Parfum de Marly delivered a grand slam with this. And there you have it. That's my top 10 fragrances that I'll be reaching for the most when it's freezing outside, when the leaves are falling, when the snow is falling, when it's icy outside. These are fragrances that I'm gonna put on and make me feel good. 10 fragrances that are gonna be in my rotation. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Let me know what's your top 10 for the fall and winter of 2018-2019. Tell me what you think about my top 10. Do you agree? Carlisle, is it a winner? And that's it. Please, let me see the comments. Please hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get notified when a new Street Sense episode is up or a new top 10. Who knows? Hopefully I could do another top 10 sooner than later. And that's it for now. Thank you so much for all the support. I'll see you guys real soon with the new Street Sense episode. Hopefully another top 10 later. Carlisle.